Hello, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Today I am going to be doing a bloom, the largest bloom that I've ever done, and it's going to be on a 20 by 24 inch canvas. And I decided to film myself mixing up these paints today because I am using a different base than I did in my last recipe. So I'm just showing you guys how I did it. And I kind of believe that a lot of these bases, the neutral bases, will work. They're kind of interchangeable. Your results may vary a little bit, but I do believe most of them do work. So I'll be showing you how I mix up everything with the new neutral base. And these are the colors that I'll be using today and also for the next couple of paintings I'll be doing over the next week. So look for these colors. I'll probably add a couple more darker colors, maybe a couple of blues or violets for contrast, but that's about it. So thank you so much for being here and tuning in. I hope you enjoy the painting and stick around until after the final results if you'd like to see me mixing paints. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put on a little music. Enjoy, leave me a comment, thumbs up, subscribe if you've been here a couple of times and you like the work. Okay, love you guys and have a wonderful day. Oh, and one more thing, I almost forgot. I'm also sharing with you my gold cell activator recipe after the mixing of the paints as well. So if you're interested, it's really good. So check that out as well. Okay, bye for now.
something more. And please forgive me, I can hardly breathe. And now you got me painting roses on the bedroom floor. And Mr. Hazel Eyes, Mr. Golden Skies, you don't see what you're doing to me. And Mr. We're just friends, you know in the end it won't be pretty. It isn't fair the way you say my name, like a song I've never heard before. And you say that loving is impossible. You say that loving is impossible, but it's a feeling I can't ignore. Oh, and Mr. Hazel Eyes, Mr. Golden Skies, you don't see what you're doing to me. And Mr. We're just friends, you know in the end it won't be pretty. You got me painting roses, oh, you got me painting roses, you got me painting roses on the bedroom floor. Oh, I can't resist, I can't resist the one I adore. And oh, now I'm painting all these roses on the bedroom floor. On the bedroom floor. Don't wanna feel the way you make me feel, a peculiar shade of blue. And now you got me feeling all the shades of indigo, because I can't have you. Oh, and Mr. Hazel Eyes, Mr. Golden Skies, you don't see what you're doing to me. Oh, and Mr. We're just friends, you know in the end it won't be pretty. Oh, and Mr. Hazel Eyes, don't you realize you don't see what you're doing to me? Mr. We're just friends, you know in the end it won't be me. You got me painting roses, you got me painting roses, you got me painting roses.
Okay, and now we're back getting ready to make the pouring medium that I use for the painting. Now, as I was saying in the beginning, this base I've actually never used before. The base to the right in the gold paint can is what I used the last time, but I'm completely out of that. And I think I got that from Home Depot. I'm not sure. Home Depot or Lowe's. I'm at both of those stores a little bit too much. But anywho, this is a satin base 3 neutral. So it should work, in my opinion. I've used a bunch of neutral bases. But what I'm doing is going into the cup. It has measurements on it. So I'm going to I measured out like 2/3 of this neutral base. And to that, I will be adding 1/3 of the Veritane triple thick polyurethane. And I'm also going to add some Josanya to this. Now I've seen a few videos where some of the other artists have been complaining of melting cells by using it, but I don't know if it's the amount or what causes that, but I haven't had that problem, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. And I think I was thinking about adding Oh, I did actually add a little bit of liquid text. I forgot about that, you guys. Doing a voiceover. Okay, so I'm going to get that mixed up really well. Scraping the sides, scraping the stick. And then I'm going to wet some pigments, and I'll show you guys what I'm using to wet my pigments. So this is what I'm using. It's Atweiler paint binder, and Miss Rhonda Thomason from Rhonda Thomason Acrylics and Clocks turned me on to this. I used her recipe for Dutch pour for the last few Dutch pours that I did, and it worked really well with the pigments, because in the past I don't use pigments that often, because in the past I've gotten a grainy texture whenever I try to wet them and add the pouring medium. You know, I'll give it a good stir, and it looks a little foamy, and I'm thinking it's mostly teeny tiny bubbles, and then I get it on the canvas and it's actually a grainy texture from the pigments. So but with this, I don't have that problem, so I really like that. So you guys can give that a try if you like. I stir these up pretty good while, maybe 2 minutes, just making sure that the pigments get melted down pretty nicely. And then after that, I will be wringing out a lot of cups and going into those cups with the colors that I showed you at the beginning of the video. Okay, here comes the tube paints. I'm going pretty quick. Sometimes when I'm at the end of the paint in these little bitty containers, I'll add a little water and shake it up to make sure I can get as much pigment out of there as I can. Now we're adding pouring medium, and what I'm doing is adding maybe according to the paint that I have in the cup, I'll go in anywhere from 2 to 4 parts, actually. And after this, I'm just mixing everything up really well. And then we'll get to the most important part, in my opinion, and that is making sure that all of these are the same consistency. And I pretty much do that the same way every time. I'll take the thinnest of the bunch, and then I will compare every other color to that, and usually, you know, just add a little bit of water to bring all of them to the same consistency as the thinnest paint. So that's what you see me doing here. I'm just checking the consistency. I'm gonna pause this so I can slow it down to show you. Just a tiny bit of water at a time. And I just take my time stirring it up. And I'll be doing that, checking the consistency for all of the rest of the paints before I actually get started painting. And yeah, it's always a good idea to check your consistencies. It's like, say, if you mix up paint and you're not going to paint right away, if it's a few hours later, check the consistencies, because after they sit, some will thicken up on you. And when you get ready to put this paint on the canvas and blow it out, the worst thing possible is to have clumpy, thick paint. I mean, I use thicker paints, but you want all your paint to be the same. So when you blow, you can get a nice blend, as nice a blend as possible. But yeah, I'm just going to continue with this for each of the colors. So we'll go ahead and get to the gold cell activator. I'm using Amsterdam deep gold. They also have a light gold that I've used before, but I prefer the deep gold. And I'm also going in with just a dab of the Pebeo rich gold, and also a squirt of Golden's. I don't know if that's iridescent or not. I'm gonna have to check that out and leave it in the comment. I mean, leave it in the description for you guys. But yeah, that's it. I was trying to see if there was any clumps in there. It seemed like it was, but yeah, that's it. And to this, I'm gonna add about 3 parts of the Australian Floetrol. I'm also getting ready to mix up some white cell activator as well with the Amsterdam titanium white. I just decided at the last minute that I wanted a little bit of white in that painting. Okay, my little mic is out of juice, so I hope you guys can still hear me. But this wraps it up for this video. So I hope that you found this helpful. And until next time, peace, love, and paint.